very good morning to all of you students. So, I welcome you all in my social science class. But students, do you know monsoon has arrived in our country? Yes, from 25th June, monsoon are there in India and there is very hot and humid climate right now. So, all of you have to drink lot of water. When there is summer season, everyone has to drink a lot of water to make their body fit, because body require a lot of water. Yes, so at least drink 8 to 10 glasses water daily. Okay, so now with this, I would just like to share one interesting fact about Earth. And what is that interesting fact, students? Let me share with you all. Earth sits on its axis at approximately 66 degree. So do you know that Earth sits on its axis? What is axis? Axis is an imaginary line on which the Earth rotates, and the Earth sits on its axis approximately 66 degree. As Earth orbits the Sun, it spins on its axis. So when the earth is orbiting the sun, when the earth is rotating around, revolving around the sun, it spins means moving round. It spins on its axis. One full spin equals 1 day. So earth takes 1 day to complete its one full spin. One full orbit equals 1 year. So if the earth revolves around the sun, it takes 1 year to rotate, to orbit, or to revolve around the sun. And when it rotates on its axis, it takes the whole day to rotate and come on the same point. Was it interesting for you all? Yes. So by this, now it's our study time, and we have already started chapter number 3, Northern Plains, and we have discussed about the book exercise and word power. Yes, in the earlier class we have discussed this, the word power, let us recall, and book exercise A, B, and C. Word power, and let us recall, you have to write in the notebooks. Yes, social science notebook. Write the date, classwork, chapter name. Word power should be a topic heading, and then you have to write word power. Let us recall. Then underline let us recall and write the points which are there in the book, in the topic, in let us recall. And book exercise ABC, that you have to do in the book only. Okay, now today what we will do question and answer. This is part D, book exercise, and question and answers you have to do in the notebook, social science notebook. Let us discuss question number 1 first. Why are the northern plains very fertile? Tell me, students, why are the northern plains very fertile? Give me the reason. The northern plains are very fertile because, first point, northern plains are formed by alluvial soil which is very fertile. So the first reason for the northern plains to be fertile is presence of alluvial soil in these northern plains, which makes these northern plains very fertile. Northern plains are fed by many big perennial rivers which provide irrigation. So the second point, why the northern plains are very fertile, because northern plains are fed by many big perennial rivers. Perennial rivers means that in these type of river, the water is available throughout the year. So every time the water is there in these rivers, which provide irrigation, which provide water to grow crops. Okay, so this is the answer, and you have to write in this way only. Now we will move to our second question. What is a delta? I know all of you know the answer, because in the online query session you asked that what is delta, and I have explained you and I have cleared your doubts. Yes. So now students, give the answer. What is a delta? A delta is a triangular piece of land formed at the mouth of a river. A river deposits its sediments before falling into the sea. So what is a delta? A delta is a triangular piece of land where which is formed on the mouth of the river. So where the mouth of the river is there, at that place, that triangular piece of land is called as delta. A river deposits its sediments before falling into the sea. This is the answer for what is a delta. In word power also we have discussed about delta. That answer also you can write in what is a delta. The delta is a place, is a region which is which is near to the sea. Yes, which is near to the sea. When the river are flowing, they deposit the sediment on that land, and it makes that land very fertile. That particular triangular piece of land is known as delta. So both the answers are correct. If you will write the word power answer in this question, then also it is correct. And if you are writing this answer in question number 2, what is delta, then also it is correct. Okay, students. So let's recall once again. What is a delta? A delta is a triangular piece of land formed at the mouth of a river. A river deposits its sediments before falling into the sea. Now we will move to question number 3. And what is question number 3, students? Which is the most populous state in India? Tell me first. Which is the most populous state in India? This we have discussed. Uttar Pradesh is the most populous state in India. So, if we talk about population, Uttar Pradesh is the most populous state in India. Now, let's move to question number 4. Where is the Golden Temple located? So tell me, students, where is the Golden Temple located? We have discussed this also, and most of the students have visited the Golden Temple also. So now tell me where you visited the Golden Temple, in which city it is located. The Golden Temple is located at Amritsar in Punjab state. Okay, so the answer for this is the Golden Temple is located at Amritsar in Punjab. Now we will move to question number 5. It's a question and you have to write this also in the notebook. Why do the Himalayan rivers remain full of water throughout the year? So tell me the answer. I know most of the students will be knowing the answer of this question because this we have studied in chapter number 2 also. Yes, why do the Himalayan rivers remain full of water throughout the year? What is the answer for this? The Himalayan rivers remain full of water throughout the year because they are fed by melting snow, because every time on the mountain there is snow, and when the with the due to sunlight, due to sun, when the snow melts, the rivers are remain full of water throughout the year. Second point, they originate from glaciers. So these rivers originate from glaciers. This is also a reason they remain full of water throughout the year, because on glaciers every time snow is there. What are glaciers? Glaciers is a slow moving river of ice. Yes, these rivers flow through the areas of high rainfall. So these rivers, why there is river, these rivers are full of water throughout the year. The third reason is because these rivers flow through the areas of high rainfall. So when they are flowing from the mountain region, these rivers are flowing through the areas where very high rainfall is there, and due to rainfall the water is available every time, or you can say throughout the year, in these Himalayan rivers. So this is the answer which you have to write in points. Okay, students. Now question number 6. This is a question, value based question, so it will give some value in your value to your chapter. Yes, so what is the question? This question also you have to write in the notebook. How do industrial waste harm river water? So now give me the answer. How do the industrial waste harm river water? How it makes the river water harmful? The industrial waste. The answer is first point, untreated wastes from industries and factories are discharged into river causing water pollution. So when the untreated waste or the waste material are being from the industries and factories are being discharged into the river water, it makes the river water polluted. Yes. Second point, they destroy living organisms inside a river. So when this harmful water or the discharged water from the industries and factories are being discharged into river water, and when it makes the water polluted, what they this do, they destroy the living organisms. So all the living organisms which are there in the river water, they all are destroyed, like fish is there, tortoise is there, small insects are there. So whatever living the aquatic living organisms in the river, they are being destroyed. River water becomes unfit for drinking and bathing. So when this polluted, because of this polluted water, the polluted river water, the water becomes unfit for drinking and bathing for human beings. Okay, and animals also. Now there is a read and gain activity. So what is a read and gain? We will read this paragraph and we will gain some knowledge from this. So we will just read and I will explain you this paragraph. The northern plains occupy a great part of North India, stretching from Punjab in the west to Assam in the east. So we have already discussed this. The northern plains occupy a great part of North India, stretching from Punjab in the west to Assam in the east, displaying India's unique art and craft, which reflects its rich geographical diversity. So, as the northern plains occupies a great, part of northern India, which starts from Punjab in the west to Assam in the east. So, it displays, it shows a unique type of craft, craft, music, eating habits, geographical differences there, like the somewhere you will found river Ganga flowing, somewhere you will found Satluj river flowing, somewhere you will find Brahmaputra river flowing. So it reflects its rich geographical diversity. The birds, insects, animals, flowers, soil and trees found in each region influence its dance, art and craft. So in these particular states, there are different types of birds, insects, animals, flowers, soil and trees found, which influence the art and craft, the culture of the northern plains. The cloth, music, food and religious practices seem to magically change with a changing landscape. So all the habits, like the lifestyle of the people living here on northern plains, like the how the clothes they are wearing, what type of music they are singing or playing, or what type of food and religion practices they are practicing, all seems like a magical change in this changing landscape. Now we will move to the activity part, students. This is an activity which you have to do at home. You have to make a list of wildlife sanctuaries, national park and bird sanctuaries located in the fertile northern plain of India. So what you have to do, you have to write the write the or make a list of wildlife sanctuary, national park and bird sanctuary which are located in northern plains of India. You can write them in the notebook. You just have to write the names of the wildlife sanctuaries, national park, bird sanctuary, and in which state they are located in the northern plains. Only I'm talking about northern plains. This activity you have to do at home. Now there is a map work for you all, students. For this you have to bring a India political map, and in India political map you have to first paste the map in the notebook, and then you have to do the map work. So what map work you have to do? On the political map of India, mark the states of northern plains. So all those states which are coming in northern plains, you have to mark those states like Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Assam and Tripura on the political map of India. Now, with the help of map, I have just shown you where is the states which are there in northern plains. So you can refer this slide also. I will send the PDF of this presentation. You can see from that, and then you can mark the states which are there in northern plains, and then you have to paste that India political map in the social science notebook. Okay students, so where is Punjab? Punjab is here, Haryana is here, Delhi is here, Uttar Pradesh is here, Bihar is here, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Assam, and Tripura. These are the 9 states: Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura, and Assam. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 states, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. No, 9 states are there. I was correct. So, 9 states are there in the northern plains, which you have to locate on the political map of India. Yes, students. And what is the homework? The same homework. Do book exercise D in notebook. Paste the India political map and mark the states which fall in the northern plains in notebook. Thank you students and have a nice day.